her parents don't question her meal.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Yo, 20 piece? What is that, Hawaiian? And a full thing of brownies and a soda, 2 liter. Oh my. Welcome back. Today's react, we're looking at the craziest meals ever eaten on my 600-pound life. Y'all already know what to do. It's right there. Subscribe. I got a Twitch right here. Follow that to watch these live.
On my 600-pound life, eat some of the craziest meals ever seen on TV. And in this video, we're going to break down the most insane.
The thing about these shows that I've seen, these people, they don't really look like they're rich, but like I feel like you have to be rich to be able to have that much food. Like I don't get how, like even if you sat down, like if I was to sit down at this desk all day and eat, let's say 3,000, 4,000 calories a day, I'm still not getting this big to a certain point. It takes, like you have to, like I don't know what they're eating. And I think I eat big. Oh, position 2, why are you moving around? I swear I eat a lot. And I'm not that big. I'm not that big, bro. My fat meal, let's just go with my Popeyes meal. My meal at Popeyes, if I'm trying to be big, I get me 5-piece tender spicy combo with the fries, of course. You already gotta, and you already know you gotta get that strawberry Fanta, of course, with the 6-piece wings, and you gotta get the popcorn shrimp. Popcorn shrimp is garbage. I have not been ordering it no more because I don't know what they're doing now. It's literally just breading. There's no shrimp in it. It's just breading.
And more. Starting with James B, the man who is addicted to
James
getting food
B.
deliveries. James's story was in season 10 of the show, and he weighs in at a staggering 625 pounds, which won't come as a surprise when you see what he orders in for his breakfast. Obviously, I'm not American, but from the order he places, it sounds like he's ordering from IHOP, and he shares how excited he gets when he orders food.
The amount of stuff that you could get is just crazy, so I get excited. It's like the Super Bowl. You can get whatever you want now. You understand?
He lists off his massive order of food, which is just an insane amount for an entire family, let alone one man. Some of these items have been removed from the IHOP menu, so we'll be going with the closest item currently on their menu.
All right, can I get the 2 slices of Steakhouse Premium Pancake? Can I get the Game Day Family Feast? Can I get the original French toast?
Bro, he ordered a normal order and added a family order on top of it, and then continued to order, bro, all for himself.
His first order of Steakhouse Premium Pancakes consists of 2 pancakes with smoked bacon pieces and caramel sauce, and he orders 2 of these. He then adds a Game Day Family Feast.
Wait, he ordered, okay. Oh my
8
god.
pancakes, 8 bacon strips, 4 servings of scrambled eggs, hash browns, and 8 sausage links. And he isn't done
You see
yet.
what I'm saying?
He
They have
orders
to
some
be
original
rich.
French toast, and finally 2 slices of ham. In total, this mammoth breakfast comes to $84 and around 7,500
for just breakfast,
and he
bro.
hasn't even brushed his teeth yet. It seems hard to believe that it totals this many calories, but seeing the amount of food on
that looks so good though, like, bro, like I think I'll carve all this down, but bro,
the table in front of him shows the reality of the situation. The most shocking part about this is that he actually finishes every single item he orders and still wants more.
So when breakfast is over, then I'm already thinking about lunch. I do get full, but it's temporary. Then I'm already back on the phone, looking on what I'm gonna get for lunch.
Now, obviously, James needs to change his eating habits quickly if he wants to lose weight.
What does he do for his job?
And James isn't the only patient with a big appetite for breakfast, as Dolly, who appeared in the same season, shocked viewers with the sheer amount of eggs she uses every single day. Dolly Martinez is someone my subscribers already know all about, as I've just released a video calling her the most immature patient ever on the show, and for good reason.
They got a pacifier on there calling her a baby.
Avoid Dr. Now, but her diet is somehow
what do you say?
After she moved into a drug den to avoid Dr. Now, but her diet is somehow even more shocking than that. She lives with her best friend Cheyenne, who, to be honest, could also be a star on the show, and this means that they both indulge each other's bad habits. So when Dolly asks for 50,
don't tell me that's all for her.
And this means
that they both. This is a bowl full of sausages to be shared between the 2 of them for breakfast, the start of your day, bro. Not even including lunch or dinner
indulge each
or
other's bad
random snacks throughout the day, bro.
habits. So when Dolly asked for 15 eggs for breakfast, Cheyenne didn't bat an eyelid. Obviously, egg prices are insane at the moment in America, with a dozen eggs costing around $5.50. So on average, the amount of eggs alone probably cost her $7. To make matters worse, a single egg has around 70 calories in, and not even taking into account the oil she used for cooking, this is around 1,100 calories worth of egg. And she doesn't stop there, adding as much cheese as she could physically hold into her eggs.
Bro, cheese for like a little spread is like at least like I think 80, 90 calories.
There's no exact number here as she just gets a fistful.
Yeah.
But let's be generous and say that that's 500 grams of cheddar cheese, which would be yet another 2,000 calories,
Yeah.
bringing breakfast to 3,100 calories.
God
It should come
damn.
at no surprise then that when she
Bro, and she has the breathing tube thing, bro. Yo, I don't understand. I don't understand, bro. Like there's a certain point to where the fatness gotta go, bro. Like me, I went I stepped on the scale one day and that junk said 189, bro. 189. I'm 5'7". 189 is not good for you being 5'7". I looked at that, I'm like, dang, like I'm almost 200. I'm almost 200. I'm like, I can't let this get no further. I started doing my thing. And then I went down to 163. No, I'm not gonna lie. I'm back. I'm back in the 70s again. But I'm not letting it get no higher than that. I'm going back down, okay? But holy, I don't know how you can get to 600. Like 600 is to the point where you have to sit down a lot. There's no way you think that's okay, and then you just continue. Oh my God. Like at 600, you can almost eat, because you have to maintain 600, bro. For me to maintain my weight, it's probably like what, like 2,000 something calories? For her to maintain 600? Let me put this in. Let me put this in the calculator. There's got to be obviously she was 115, I think the guy said. Holy. She does little to no exercise. Let's count. Yeah. Holy, bro. I'm gonna give her a 5.5. Let's do 5.5. And calculate that. 4,000. Just her breakfast alone sets her maintaining the 600 pounds, bro. Just breakfast alone 4,000 calories you gotta eat for it to be maintained. I don't think I even eat 4,000 calories when I'm being big, bro.
she's finally
Holy.
weighed, the scales show a staggering number.
Step down. We're gonna be going to room 5.
How did that happen? It's actually a lot more than I thought I was going to see. There's no way.
How did that
I can
happen? Look
that
at your
much.
breakfast, bro.
So that makes no sense. That's impossible unless my scale at home must be wrong.
Somehow Dr. thinks that her diet couldn't have brought her to that weight, and Dr. Now was quick to explain how dangerous her situation has become.
All right, so you are 593 pounds and you're 5'2",
Yes, sir.
so your BMI is
5'2"?
108. So that's a very high BMI. And your body is under a lot of strain because of that.
And just like Dolly, Maya's body was under a lot of strain too, caused by her addiction to fast food drive-thrus. Maya appeared in season 7 of the show and
Oh, that's
started
me.
her episode weighing over 600 pounds, and it's not hard to see how
That's
she
not
got
600, that's 7. That is 700.
because she's so large, despite
Yo.
being able to walk around and bathe herself, her boyfriend Christian needs to do pretty much everything else for her. This makes her attitude even more frustrating, as she lies to her boyfriend about where she goes during the day.
He doesn't
That
know
is
when I
true, right? If you're living alone, you're by yourself, right? 600 pound, okay. Every single decision you make, it is all on, well, obviously it's always gonna be on the one person. But if you have a significant other and they're allowing you to get to 600 pounds while they stay at 100 whatever, that's crazy. That's crazy. I don't know, bro. There has to be
I get
somebody
dressed
in
to
your
go
ear to
out,
tell you
and I
that, like,
tell
you gotta
him
stop.
It's for errands. But it's a lie.
That's like the same
'Cause the
thing
only-
with like kids that are fat, with parents who are not fat. Like, how do you let your child become fat? Like, there's kids 8, 9 years old that are just fat. How? That should not be possible, bro. You're the one giving them food. They're not going out and buying fast food. You're the one who's supposed to be feeding them. I don't know how they can gain that much weight, bro.
Maya lies to her boyfriend so she doesn't feel judged and embarrassed about going to multiple drive-thrus. This may sound obvious, but I think it's quite clear that Christian knows she goes to the drive-thrus and just wants to keep the peace. In the car to the drive-thrus, Maya admits that sometimes she will go to 4
Is this one of those small cars too?
which is more than most people
Is she
will
driving
go
a
to
Kia?
in an entire month, let alone in a single morning. Her first stop is McDonald's, and her
Oh
order
my
is
god, a
mammoth,
Kia
to say the
Soul,
least.
bro.
Can I get 2 sausage burritos, a bacon, egg, and cheese, and a sausage muffin with egg?
So with her order of 2 sausage burritos, a bacon, egg, and cheese, and a sausage and egg muffin, this brings her calories.
I'm not gonna lie. I think I've made this order before. No cap. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm pretty sure I've done this before.
start her morning to
But that was a one-time thing. That was a one-time thing. Chill out, chill out, chill out.
around $1,200 and cost around $15. But this wasn't enough, and Maya isn't full yet.
There's no words for that feeling when you taste something you love.
There isn't, bro.
It's incredible. But it
It
feels like the
is.
meal is gone in a second.
Facts.
So I move on to the next things I'm craving.
Next, she pulls up to the Arby's drive-thru and puts through another
Wait.
massive order.
Wait, wait, whoa. This is the same drive. Is this the same drive?
Can I get a beef and cheddar sandwich, jalapeno roast beef slider, and your
I've got to try Arby's, bro. I tried it one time and it wasn't good, but I gotta try it again just to make sure. just to make sure. I gotta 100% know.
ultimate BLT sandwich?
With the beef and cheddar sandwich, a jalapeno roast beef slider, and an ultimate BLT sandwich.
Oh, that's just lunch meat. Bro, if you're going somewhere, if you're going to a fast food place and you're buying a BLT sandwich, you're lazy. You're actually just lazy, bro. A BLT, you just gotta let bacon sit on a pan and then add lettuce and tomatoes, bro. What's some mayonnaise if you like mayonnaise? You're paying $5 for someone else to make you that? You can pay $5 to get the bacon alone.
Which by far has the most calories of any
Some of these
of
items at the fast food places make
her
zero
meals this
sense.
morning, all confirmed, she digs in yet again. She decides to enter a spree of drive-thrus here, and finishes her morning having eaten 2,679 calories and having spent $31, which is probably enough to feed 2 or 3 people.
You
First
said
thing,
what?
she
Her
tastes
children?
her food addiction, Bethany was much more brazen about hers, as she has her children bring her a ridiculous amount of
Wait. You're telling me she's not able to get up to go buy the fast food, so she asked her children to go buy the fast food for her, and the children actually go do that to keep her getting bigger? Bro. No, bro.
fast
This is
food
actually
to
crazy,
eat
bro.
on. Bethany's
These are just people with big problems and then still being what do you call it? Enabled by the people that's close to them. Like, yeah, they shouldn't have this problem, but people helping them stay big or get bigger, they're worse than the
This
people
episode
actually just
starts
eating the
her saying
food.
She hates her life and she's in constant misery. At 4 years old and over 600 pounds, she needs her 10-year-old daughter to help her get ready for the day. She has another 18-year-old daughter that does cook for her, and she does start by cooking her mother a breakfast of 3 eggs and some toast. This is just a normal breakfast and obviously isn't too crazy. However, Bethany gets hungry during the making of this breakfast, so has a muffin and
This can't be real,
a
bro.
bun and a packet of what looks like crackers before she has her breakfast. This is pretty tame as far as 600-pound life breakfasts go though. And the
True.
real shocking
That is
meal
true.
comes later into her episode as she orders a pizza feast all for herself. When her daughter
Okay. Now look. I may have done this before, though. But but the next days, I don't do the same thing again, you know? It's okay. It's okay.
daughters arrive home from school, they order a meal consisting of 2 pizzas and a massive box of multiple slices of garlic bread. I try to find the specific restaurant, but not being from America and my knowledge of the fast food chains over there being limited, we have to
I don't
make
even
some
know what place that
assumptions.
is.
So it
What
looks like
pizza place
2
sells garlic
large
bread?
mushroom and pepper pizzas, which would have around 3,000 to 4,000 calories.
Okay,
in total.
at least it's just mushroom and peppers, and it's not what you call that pizza? Yeah, this is what I'm thinking about. Meat Lovers, that is the name. Okay.
But what really takes the cake is the massive box of cheesy garlic bread she orders for basically all herself.
That's when
breads. Whoa, that's like a whole loaf, maybe two, maybe. That might be like a loaf and a half or 2 loaves
came this thing in life.
of bread, and bread alone, like bread's like a slice of bread, like a regular slice of bread is like 8.80, and you know you gotta have 2 of them, so it's like 160 for just
is now
one.
where I have to have it.
At my count, there's 15 slices there, and at minimum 350 calories per slice. That
Oh yeah,
comes
because
up
of butter. Oh my god.
5,250 calories just on garlic bread. She does give a couple of slices of pizza and a slice of garlic bread to her daughters, but not too much. And it looks like it's safe to assume that she ate no less than 8,000 calories in this one meal. She does leave the crusts though, so maybe she saved some calories there.
The only thing that could help me escape it was food. So I was just eating my way through life at that time and gaining.
Bro,
So
but I
put
know
on
that
another-
junk is so good though. Yo.
100 pounds after that and got up to the 400s.
This is almost making me want to order some pizza.
Now, like Maya before Bethany, Karina also tries to hide her food habit, but in a very different way. Featuring in season 6 of the show, and much like the other stars, her first thought every morning is that she survived the night. Her following thought is wondering what she's going to have for breakfast, which is the sad reality of living
That is
with
crazy,
a food
yeah.
addiction. She lives with her parents, and the only time she leaves the house is to the grocery store with them, while being carried in the back of their people carrier. But she only
Bro,
does
like I said, bro, she can't really walk. If it's to the point you can't walk, it is the people around you who's helping you move around and feed you who are the problem. That should not happen, bro. It just shouldn't. If this was a child and it was the parents feeding the kid to get like this point, people would call the parents evil.
does this so she knows her parents are
Bro.
going to buy what she wants from the store.
My parents have to drive me.
It was her parents?
I sit in the back of the van on the floor. So they literally
It's the same
have to
thing.
fold
It's basically what I said, but she's just a little older.
the seats in the van down, put a blanket on the floor.
As she's wheeled around the store, her parents do not question anything she wants. Ice cream, chips, cakes, and more, with nothing being off limits. Even though her parents don't question her meal.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Yo, 20 piece? This look like a 20-piece wing. What is that, Hawaiian? And a full thing of brownies and a soda. 2 liter. Oh my.
And though she eats a massive amount of food, she still attempts to have.
And then she was rubbing her fingers, bro. It's like, oh my god.
Ice cream, chips, cakes, and more, with nothing being
Oh, these
rude,
parents
she
are
still
crazy.
attempts to hide her addiction. When her parents
What do you
leave-
mean hide? Like it doesn't. Like I don't know what he's talking about with hide. How are you hiding that? It's not. That's not hiding. That's not hiding, bro. That's not hiding. She can't move. Someone's bringing it to her. She's not hiding it. It's not like she's disappearing and then spawns inside of a McDonald's. Somebody's driving her to the McDonald's. It's not hiding your addiction. What are you talking
Evening and
about?
Go to dinner, Karina allows herself to order even more food.
I have 2 medium pizzas.
Oh, delivery. I forgot about delivery. I forgot delivery was a thing, bro.
With pepperoni
Oh my
and
god.
sausage. 1 order of your cheese sticks, 24 honey chipotle wings, and the double chocolate chip brownie.
Delivery or carry out?
I knew that was 20 wings. I know what 20 chicken wings look like. I know what 20 chicken wings look like. You can't
This
miss
will
me
be
on
for
those.
delivery. Thank you.
When the food arrives and is
That means it
laid out
was
on
for herself. It was all for her.
bed, Karina rubs her hands together as she looks at the mountain of food in front of her. Starting with the medium pizzas, they probably have at minimum 2,500 calories in them each. And I'm not sure what restaurant she got them from, but if we go off the Papa John's menu, those 24 wings will have another 2,500
Yeah, wings calories
in them,
are
the
actually-
majority of the calories
yeah.
coming from the sauce they are in. She tops the meal off with a brownie, with one square having 250 calories, so another 2,250 calories there, and a garlic bread, which is at minimum 1,000 calories. So in this
Oh, that was
absolute
garlic bread? Okay, I thought that was
she
another
will
pizza,
devour
but
around
that- I think that's worse than just a
8,250
pizza.
calories, which explains how her weight has ballooned to this size, and has now meant that her bed needs to be held up with cinder blocks.
It makes me feel warm and good inside, if only for a short while. But I'm afraid that
one day I'm just gonna eat too much. I'm probably gonna die from a heart attack.
You're afraid you're gonna eat too much? This is not too much? This is not too much?
I'm gonna suffocate, but I can't stop myself.
This somehow wasn't as big as the next patient's meal though, which actually
There's someone worse.
so large it made headlines in the news. In season 11 of the show, we met Chris, whose legs are so fat that they push against each other, meaning he can barely stand up. Despite this, he can take care of himself and do most daily tasks, which includes making his own breakfast.
My weight makes it challenging to cook the kind of breakfast that I want. Because of the weight and the fat in between my legs, I can't stand up straight, so they're constantly pushing apart, which makes it really uncomfortable to stand in the kitchen for a long period of time. So I actually have to sit on a cooler that I sit on when I cook.
This is the scene which made headlines and led to comments such as, "This is my food for an entire week," and honestly, it isn't an exaggeration. Now, it's pretty impossible to track the calories of this meal as he just has a pan full of bacon, another massive pan full of scrambled eggs, sausages in the oven, and of course cheese to melt on top. Chris puts all of these ingredients into a breakfast burrito, of which he makes 12. 12?
Like, this is food prep. Put this in the, like, wrap them up, put them in the fridge, eat them on 12 different days. Let me not say 12. 6 different days.
Whole breakfast
and you'll be good.
Smothered in sauce.
I make the meal with my stomach, not with my brain. So I have a really big meal. And when I start eating, as soon as I hit that first bite,
bro, each wrap itself is like $240, bro.
I eat it all. I call it going red. I can't stop.
He doesn't even take these burritos
for just the breading, just the tortilla. It's $240.
To allow him to devour them quicker. Although Chris didn't eat a healthy meal, at least he made an effort to cook his food, which can't be said about Holly, who decided on the day before her weigh-in at the doctor's office she would order a greasy Chinese meal. Now, there's not really an insane amount of food here. Well, maybe it is for the average person, but the real craziness comes from the timing of her decision to get this Chinese food, which is obviously extremely high in fat, oil, and salt.
Since we just moved in, we're not really set up to cook. So we're ordering delivery from places around here a lot until we can get some pots and pans and stuff to cook with. But Ray said he's gonna look for a job tomorrow and he'll get all that while he's out. And we can start prepping healthy meals.
Holly uses the excuse that she's just moved into her home and she can't afford pots and pans. But looking at the size of her Chinese order, surely that
that's true. I didn't even think about that when she said that. Bro, you can buy a pot and pan real quick. Order yourself like a little bit of ground beef. Cook up the ground beef. Eat that with like some quick rice and you'll be good for the day, bro.
For something healthy and bought some pans to cook with. So she has a massive Chinese meal on the night, knowing full well in the morning she's going for her weigh-in with the doctor, in which she has a goal to lose 50 pounds. And that goes about as well as you're expecting.
What did she gain? Oh, okay, she lost 18.
I'm really upset and I don't understand why my progress isn't that good. So I'm shocked and confused and nervous to hear
what is the time
Dr.
frame
Now is
though?
say.
She doesn't lose as much weight as Dr. Now was expecting, which caused him to question why she values food and chocolate over living. This led to one of his angriest moments. And if you want to see the rest of Dr.
It's
Now's
crazy because like that's not even an exaggeration though, because that's exactly what it is. You're valuing the taste of the food over your actual life. Holy, bro. I am streaming these live. Follow and join in. I'll see y'all when I'm live.